Okay, and we're on. Looks kind of gloomy back there. I feel like I need something. Okay, all right, where are my notes? Because y'all know me, if I don't have notes, I just, nobody got time for that. Is that a little less gloomy? It's January. I don't know what day it is. And yes, I'm wearing a spring dress because why the heck not? It's raining and it's cold and I need spring right now. That's all I can say. Okay, I hope y'all watch this. I put makeup on for y'all. This doesn't just happen. So better tune in because it took a lot of work to not look like a troll today. I can't see, and I would normally put my glasses on. I'm not trying to look cute, y'all. If I put my glasses on, because I'm in front of a window, you get this. The dreaded window glare. Or, for all you self-vloggers, you have a ring light, same thing. You get the glare, so you have to work with that, or you have to do your video without the glasses or change your angle. But this is where I am right now. I'm in front of the window, so I'm gonna lose the glasses for now. So I wanted to hop on here to update what's been going on, what's going on with Jessie. I wanted to share about this special little bracelet, just this little thing right here. Let's see if you can see it. It says, Team Jessie. On the back, it says, you are we. U-R-W-I. And these are some bracelets that my brother had made for us to help support us right now. And in light of Jessie's 40th birthday coming up on January 20th. They're blue. It's Jessie's favorite color. Actually, I don't even think he has a favorite color, actually. He had a bunch of these made. Basically, if you are led to and able to donate, you can donate any amount that you're able to. But if you donate $25 or more, I will send you a Team Jessie bracelet. So for those of you who are new here, and if you don't know anything about us, Jessie's health journey has been going on for about 6 years now. And for most of that time, we didn't know what was going on with Jessie. We tried so many doctors, so many treatments. He would get a little bit better and then be slammed right back to square one again. So it's been a very confusing and trying last 6 years. There's always been so much fear associated with that of if we try this next thing that he won't get better, because it's been a lot like that. There's been things that have definitely helped him, and I cannot wait till we have the capacity to share what we've learned through this journey, because there's so much I want to share. But for the first time in 6 years, he was recently diagnosed with something called Eagle syndrome. Every symptom that he's been listing was listed under that condition. And I'm not saying that's always the case for you to find an answer, but it was just really crazy to finally be like, wow, yes, 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 oh my gosh, yes, 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 yes. Dude, last 6 years, it feels more concrete than anything. So what is Eagle syndrome? Jessie felt very heavily like he should go back to revisit his neck. He had an injury about 12 years ago on a trampoline where he landed on his neck. Like most people in their 20s, they just try to walk it off. That was the beginning of his degeneration in his neck. He was diagnosed with something called Eagle syndrome from neurology recently. It's an elongated styloid bone. And if you're a visual learner and are not creeped out by skeletons, let me show you. This is Lloyd, the styloid model. It's very festive. So this is a skeleton head. Yes, Jessie asked for this for Christmas. Everybody on their skull has these two very small bones. See that in there? It's like a dagger. That's your styloid process. And it's in a very unusual little bone. It serves a purpose, like everything does in the body. I don't believe anything is a mistake. It attaches ligaments and muscles and tendons to your jaw, and that's what helps you talk and move your face. Some people are born with an elongated styloid. This shows up apparently a lot in people with connective tissue disorders like Ehlers-Danlos, also called EDS, which they believe he definitely has. Knock on wood, I also have that, and a lot of people do, which I'll talk about someday in another video as to why I think they do. So they're not sure if Jessie was born with an elongated styloid or if when he injured his neck that it started to grow. In efforts to stabilize your neck, it's to save your life. So we're not sure. I wish I had a CT scan of his head before he injured his neck, but we don't. They found out that he has an elongated styloid on his right side significantly, and also on his left, but the right side being more severe, because it's putting compression on one of your vital vessels in the body, your jugular vein. And it's basically putting that dagger right into your vein. And at the same time, his atlas, or his C1, the very first vertebrae you have at the underneath the base of your skull. Come here, Lloyd. This guy right here, you can see, let's see, this would be his right side, is also rotated. And because of his neck injury, he has degenerative disc and everything, so it's not sitting where it should. And as you can imagine, this doesn't rotate. I can't really show you, but if this was swinging towards this way, imagine this styloid being too long and this atlas swinging towards that styloid. It's going to knock up against that styloid bone. And the worst part of it is it's going to completely compress or pinch off the vein that's running between that styloid and the atlas. So the vein is in between the atlas and the styloid, and it's being compressed significantly, maybe even completely at some points. We're not sure. It changes based off of his position and how inflammation of his body. He's also got compression on his left side too. Some people don't. This is something that can only be fixed by surgery. And we know he has a lot of other health issues. He has Lyme's disease, he has gut issues. So we don't expect his problems to just magically go away. It's gonna still be years of rebuilding your body, retraining your body, but we feel hopeful that this won't be holding him back anymore, which is a huge thing. So because of that compression, his brain cannot drain CSF, cerebral spinal fluid. It cannot drain the blood from your brain. And what happens is his body just tells him, you gotta lay down. It forces him to lay down. It is doing that to survive and save his life. It's just the pressure builds up so much. So you can imagine, like you put a kink in a hose, the blood pressure builds up in his head and into your face. You have all those blood vessels from the jugular vein go into your face. His face pressure and head pressure are just excruciating sometimes, and you can even see it like puffy and pink. The blood has nowhere to go, or it can't drain quickly enough. So that's why laying down can be so much nicer on the body, because it's more evenly distributed, versus if you're up, your arteries are pumping blood up to your head in a large amount to supply your brain, and then it has nowhere to go, so it backflows into your face. So imagine a balloon and you're just pumping it up, and then it's gonna pop eventually. So it's a very dangerous condition. The risks are stroke, blood vessel damage, bursting, aneurysms, heart palpitations, of course, passing out, breathing issues. His most pressing symptom right now is him complaining of, I can't breathe, I can't catch my breath. It puts pressure on the surrounding nerves. He gets shocks in his brain. It's absolutely horrible. So that's why we're on this roller coaster right now. So what does Jesse's life look like on a daily basis? It means that he's constantly forced to lay down as much as possible, because his body is forcing him into that fight or flight, especially when the brain thinks it can't breathe. For the past few months, 6 months or more, he has not been able to stand or walk around. He gets around by rolling around in his computer chair, and then he has to lay down pretty soon after. It is literally just him and his body surviving minute by minute a lot of the days. We ended up in the ER the week of Christmas because his symptoms were so severe. He's in getting a CTV of the head and neck right now. He was reaching for me, feeling like he was gonna pass out. His heart palpitations were extremely severe, and that resulted in my cousin actually coming over and helping us and literally carrying my husband out the door like a baby. Imagine being a grown man and having another grown man carry you out the door like a baby. Your dignity just goes right out the door with you. That was really, really hard for him, and it was hard visually for me. I was full of fear watching my husband being carried out the door, but also full of gratitude and being thankful for family. My cousins were awesome that day, and I don't know what I would have done without them. And I can't hear because I have a cold and I'm already congested. They sent me back to my cubby because there's no reason for me to stand in the hall, but I'm lost. I have no idea where I'm going. The ER visit ruled out any emergency threat. They basically said there's nothing life-threatening going on here, and basically said you have to tough it out until you can get on the schedule with surgery. That was horrible when my husband is literally grasping from my arm and saying, I think I'm going to die. That's hard to go home with. And we haven't had a severe day like that again since the ER. We're just really trying to be careful and buy our time. The last 2 days were good. He was able to get up and walk to the chair outside with my assistance and get some sunlight. But today, we're right back in the bed again. On days like this, I'm assisting fully with sponge baths, I'm brushing his teeth, all in the bed. There's no predictability with him right now. It's very up and down, and we don't know exactly why. We're assuming it's because of the neck and the positions and the atlas. But because he's so unpredictable, it's really hard to know what the day is going to bring. As many of you know, I travel and do gymnastics photography as our sole source of income. It was Jesse's business that we were doing together for 1 year, and then he collapsed in 2019. And I've been trying to run it since then. Being away for meets on the weekends when someone like that is in a condition like that, all I want to do is just be here, but I can't cancel meets. We need the income, so it's really hard. And he needs me, you know. I'm so thankful for the family that have offered to come stay with him. Only so many people can do a sponge bath, you know, and so that requires Jesse to have to try to bathe himself or do things that exhaust him when I'm not here, and it's just really hard. And I have basically the rest of the meet season, I'm going to be gone just about every weekend. We're asking for prayer, for strength for Jesse, that you will keep him strong enough to be able to just get through and hopefully have surgery sooner than later. So what's next immediately is this coming Monday, January 12th, we have a phone visit, which I'm grateful they allow that for people like Jesse who can't just get out the door, with the nurse practitioner of a neurosurgeon through Wake Forest Baptist to talk about next steps. From what we've been told, there's one more procedure that needs to be done, and then hopefully from there we can be scheduled for surgery. He is the main specialist in the United States for this, so there's a significant list of people scheduled to see him. At this point, I don't know when surgery will be able to be scheduled. And for all those wondering, well, can't they just move him up? Don't they see how sick he is? We literally were in the ER and talked to one of the head neurosurgeons who works with this specialist neurosurgeon that I'm talking about. He said, unless you have like a brain bleed or something else, you have to stay at home and suffer in this condition until surgery is scheduled. We cannot move you up unless there is a literal life or death emergency situation. Just please pray. We ask for guidance and supernatural strength from God for Jesse to be able to get through weekends where I'm not able to be physically with him. This has been a really challenging last 6 years. I've had to be on the other end of that, on the receiving side, and just to be quite frankly, it sucks. I hate being on the receiving side. I much would rather be on the giving side, and I think most of us would rather be. It's uncomfortable to be in a vulnerable place where you need help. And I think for me, it's especially hard because this journey has been going on so long. It's embarrassing and awkward to continue to be sharing our story, because I feel like a lot of people are like, this is still going on? You still need help? Haven't you figured it out yet? Don't you have disability? Which, by the way, no, we don't, because we've never had a diagnosis. They said basically it's all in your head. You don't get any help. So I don't know, but that's where we're at. And I struggle with guilt a lot. It's another reason I don't like to show up on here very much, because I just feel like so many people are going through so much, and the world has a lot of pain and people are suffering, and I don't want the spotlight to be on us, but the reality is things are really hard on a daily basis, and he and I have not had much of a life in the last 6 years at all. Everything has been on hold, starting a family, anything and everything, spending time with family, something I've forced myself to try to do recently because my grandparents, who I'm very close to, are aging, and I don't have much time left with them, and so there's just a lot emotionally. And Jesse's completely isolated from his family, and he is so strong and has such a spirit of perseverance, because the depression that comes with that, of being isolated, 1, your business was taken from you, 2, your family was taken from you, 3, your future was taken from you, and you're in a room in the bed alone. I don't think many of us would have been able to do that. I know I wouldn't have. And my heart just screams out and wanting something to shift. I know suffering is part of this life, guys, and this is not our eternity. Our focus should be on the future, and the future and a hope sometimes is heaven, is eternity with the Lord. And so life on the earth can be very, very dark and very, very difficult. And I want more than anything for him to just have enough relief to be able to visit with family. We're just trusting, you know, we are where we are. There has been a lot of growth in each of us these last 6 years. And it's been really good. And I know we wouldn't be who we are without that. So I see why sometimes. But it sure would be nice to have a little bit of a break. You know what I mean? So please pray that this just gives us a little bit of a break. So our prayer requests right now are honestly that his condition can be fixed and then it will improve his life, at least to the point where we can be with family again and be at a point where we're stable enough to where our medical costs are decreased enough, so where I'm not having to do fundraisers to survive, because again, our business is, I feel like, a successful business, but the medical costs are just drowning me right now. I'm doing my best and my health has gotten a little bit better this year. It was very severe last year. I'll touch on that in another video one of these days. So I feel like I'm able to do more meets, but it's still hard. It's really hard to stay ahead right now. And those who are wondering, well, don't you have insurance? We do, and I have just paid for the most hefty premium of an insurance plan ever for this coming year for his surgery. But chiropractic care, guys, is his main treatment, the only thing that really gives him relief. And his natural health coach, who's been his sidekick for so long. Neither of those things are covered by insurance. It's not that I'm choosing things that insurance doesn't cover when there's options that do help him. There have been no other options conventional that have helped him. So the only things that have been are things that insurance has not covered. And so that's why we have been in this situation, and we did not get disability. So everything has been up to me. There have been so many of you that have donated and gotten us through these last 6 years, and we would not be here without you. I don't even know where to begin, but to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because we would have lost everything. We would not have been able to move forward. I don't know if Jesse, I don't even know what would have happened. So I can't thank you enough for those that have continued to remember us. So thank you again for everyone who has stuck in there with us all these years and who is continuing to hang in there with us. It means a lot. We are hopeful and just trusting God each day with every day of our life as we figure out life, because it's really confusing and really hard and things never go as planned, do they? Our hope is that when he is better, that we can share our journey on social media and talk about nice podcast setting, talk about what we learned and what went down these last 6 years. Do I have the knowledge to be a health coach? Absolutely not. But all I can share is what I've experienced and what I've gone through myself personally, in hopes that that resonates with somebody and makes them think, and that they can change their life. Anything that we have learned, we are willing to share. Right now, it's just overwhelming to find the time, and I feel like I'm just surviving one day at a time. So thank you for watching this video. Please consider getting a bracelet. And just thank you for everyone who is continuing to think of us, pray for us, and support us right now. It means more than you could possibly know. All right, see you in the next one, whenever that may be.